I've always had a feeling that the golden days of food delivery apps wouldn't last forever. And guess what? I was right. In today's video, we'll be uncovering the reasons behind gig workers leaving delivery apps and side hustles to head back to traditional work, and why this trend doesn't surprise me not one bit. Let's get into it. Shout out to the big bro Pedro with this article that he found from Business Insider. The gig economy boom is over. He's going to have a live stream to talk about this topic. The link of the live stream and the article will be in the description box below. First up, let's explore the top reason behind this trend. And trust me, it is not as shocking as it may seem. Keep watching to find out why it's all about the money. Remember back in 2020 when everyone and their grandma were out there delivering food for a living? I was one of them who delivered food as well. They were the good old days. But as the world opens up, it's no surprise that we don't need as many delivery drivers compared to today. We have too many delivery drivers out there looking for orders. And in many areas, you have to maintain a high acceptance rate just to get decent orders. The money was great back then 3 years ago, but it'll never reach those heights again. In fact, according to a report from the Bank of America Institute, higher wages in traditional jobs like restaurants and retail stores are attracting gig workers to come back into the workforce. Who wouldn't want to jump ship to find better paying work? And speaking of jumping ship, wait until you hear the next reason. Now that we all know that cash is the main motivator, let's dive into the second reason, which is all about supply and demand. And trust me, it is as simple as your high school economics class. So it's 2020, everyone is at home binge watching Netflix and ordering takeout. The demand for delivery drivers was through the roof. As things return to normal, the demand is dwindling. Anna Joe, economist at the Bank of America Institute, states that there has been a quote, overall weaker demand for goods, leading to a drop in gig work. Let's be honest, it was fun while it lasted, but we can't stay on this roller coaster ride forever. We've covered money and demand, but the third reason might be the most unexpected of them all, and it involves our favorite Gen Z folks. It turns out that higher wage growth in traditional work is luring them away from gig work. Who would have thought that the old-fashioned paycheck could be so enticing? According to Anna Joe, quote, "We think this could explain the rise of the labor force participation rate for younger people, specifically those between 16 and 24 years of age. It seems like those tech-savvy teens and young adults have finally discovered the perks of a steady income, a steady paycheck compared to the unpredictability of gig work. The trend of gig workers moving back to traditional jobs may not be so surprising after all. As the world changes, so do our needs and priorities. But hey, let's not forget that there's still plenty of opportunities out there to make extra cash with part-time gigs. So full-time work may not be a realistic option as it used to be 3 years ago. As people's discretionary income starts to get smaller and they don't order out as much, we may not get as much work as we used to have a couple of years ago. Some are very happy doing this, and they enjoy doing part-time gig work where it's less stressful and it's there to make extra money, not to be the bulk of your income. Because we got to be really honest, doing gig work can be extremely stressful and unpredictable. There's tons of tools that help you make things easier, but let's be honest, things are really difficult out there. So you want to make sure you're making the right decisions for you and your family. So we have to adjust and adapt, as many of you guys already know. Put in the comments below what you guys think about this. Have you had to leave gig work full-time and go and do it part-time? Or are you still out there doing full-time gig work and thriving? Put in the comments below. I know content creators and just everyday folks decided to abandon gig work, at least full-time, and went back and get a W-2. But thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.